Pinto ain't riding the range tonight. No siree, he's grazing there inside the old corral. Old Pinto is dreaming of roundup time. Yippee, he's longing for his cowboy pal. Does he know that his master is riding for the boss up high, using the clouds for a prairie, shooting coyotes from the sky? Old Pinto ain't riding that moonlight trail. No siree, the moonlight trail that led to Blue-Eyed Sal. But someday old Pinto and he will meet once again. Old Pinto and his cowboy pal. But someday old Pinto and he will meet once again. Old Pinto and his cowboy pal.
You haven't said a word in the last 10 miles.
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to rude.
No harm done. You know, you're quite good looking for a dude.
Thank you. Shouldn't we be in Silver City pretty soon?
About sundown? Here on business?
Yes. Personal business.
I guess we fooled those outlaws by taking this trail, Curly.
Maybe. But I ain't sure of nothing except death and taxes. Don't be a fool. We ain't got a chance. Move it. Move it. Oh. Everybody out of that stage and keep your hands up. All right, come on.
You wall-eyed monkeys can't get away with this. I'll go to the governor.
Shut up. Throw down your guns. Now throw down that payroll.
You drove blank this time, mister. We ain't carrying no payroll.
Come off of there. Climb up and take a look.
Don't take my watch, please.
Hand it over, sonny boy. All right, beautiful. Now it's your turn.
Take your hands off me.
There's nothing up here. Where's that payroll?
We ain't got it. Give me your money, little girl.
I haven't any. I'm broke. It's in my handbag under the seat.
You heard what she said. Get busy.
Look what I found, a payroll.
I ought to drill you two for lying to me. Come on, let's go.
I'm sorry, boys. I didn't know it was under the seat.
Oh, it ain't your fault. Just one of them things. You better climb in.
Welcome back, Paradise. That was a neat bit of spotting you did.
It was a cinch.
Sure put on a swell act, kid.
Thanks. Glad you liked it. Well, I guess I'll go over to my room and freshen up a bit. Be right back.
Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy. Well, where did it happen this time?
A couple miles out of Pecos Pass, Buckskin.
You lose much, stranger?
A few dollars in my watch.
You can thank Lee Kirby for that.
Who's he?
Oh, a tin-horn crook who runs this town. Sidewinder who's trying to run me out of business.
Won't your sheriff do something about him?
He'd like to, but he can't make a move without any proof, and I can't prove a thing.
I see. Any idea where Kirby's men hang out?
Yeah, you'll probably find him in the Crystal Palace.
Thanks. Look after my bag, will you?
Just a minute. Where are you heading for?
The Crystal Palace to get my watch back.
Are you crazy?
Listen, son, take my advice and stay away from there.
Why, they eat dudes like you at the palace.
I think a lot of that watch.
Hey, this is something we gotta see.
All right, stranger, you open it.
All right, boys. I'm keeping the Packers out. Cost you just $10,000 to see my hand.
Too rich for me.
Your call.
I'm out.
4 lovely ladies.
Not so fast, mister. 4 kings.
Dealt yourself one to kings.
You're loco, mister.
Maybe I am. But how come he's got 4 kings and I discarded a king? What happened?
He called me a cheat and drew a gun on me.
Yeah, you sure asked for it.
They all saw it. I'm sure they'll be glad to give evidence at the inquest.
Have a couple of your men take him over to my office.
What's the matter, Sheriff? Can't you get any deputies?
You know I can't. Nobody wants a job. But I'm warning you, Kirby. I'll get law and order in this town if I have to call in the army. Excuse me, mister. Have you got the time?
I'm sorry, son, but I don't own a watch.
Got the time, mister? Thanks.
Yodelay-oo, 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 yodelay-oo. My right foot don't know where my left foot should go when they fiddle out the polka. My feet here and there never act like a pair when they fiddle out the polka. My partner is sweet, I'd love to dance slow, but my heart can't compete with a fiddle and a bow. My right foot don't know where my left foot should go when they fiddle out the polka. I do all right with the waltz. I'll dance all night to a trot. I'll dance a hoedown, good and low down, or a square dance, even a gavotte. But my right foot don't know where my left foot should go when they fiddle out the polka.
His right foot don't know where his left foot should go when they fiddle out the polka. His feet here and there never act like a pair when they fiddle out the polka.
My partner is sweet, I'd love to dance slow, but my heart can't compete with a fiddle and a bow.
His feet here and there never act like a pair when they fiddle out the polka.
I do all right with a waltz. I'll dance a hoedown, good and low down, or a square dance, even a gavotte.
What?
Even a gavotte, but my right foot don't know where my left foot should go when they fiddle out the polka.
Well, how's my Iceman?
Fine. Have you seen anyone with my watch?
How should I know?
Well, you work here, don't you?
Listen, dude, you better go roll your hoop in some other alley.
Who's the dude?
That's the other passenger I told you about. He's looking for his watch.
Oh, he is, huh? Well, I think I'll let him find it and have some fun.
How'd you like to buy this watch, mister? It's a solid gold repeater and runs like a charm.
I know. It was stolen from me this morning.
You calling me a crook?
That's my watch.
Can you prove it?
Certainly. You'll find my father's name on the inside case.
What's his name?
Dan Bladen.
Bladen.
You mean you're the son of that outlaw killer who...
He wasn't an outlaw and he wasn't a killer.
Take your hands off of me. Maybe this watch did belong to your pa, and again, maybe you stole it, then...
Let me go, it's me.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, and with my gun, too. Yeah? Well, what's that in your holster?
I'm gonna get that dude and let daylight through his liver.
You had your chance. What stopped you?
Put your gun away, Cherokee. Bladen's no dude.
You've got yourself tangled up with a tough bunch of coyotes. You'd better make tracks.
Thanks, but I'm not leaving town until I've finished my business.
Is that business about your father?
Yes, ma'am. That's why I came to Silver City, to clear his name.
You mean he was framed?
Yes, by a bunch of thieves that robbed him of his land. You get a couple of them, but then they just branded him as an outlaw and blamed him for all the other crimes they were committing themselves.
And you think you'll dig up some evidence here in town that'll clear him?
I hope so, ma'am. I heard one of them somewhere around Silver City. Name's Larson.
Never heard of him. Now, if you'd said Lee Kirby, I could believe that.
I won't overlook him.
It's been pretty tough going since Lee Kirby's ramrods killed my husband. They've ganged up on my boys and robbed my stages. Now, as long as you're staying here, why don't you come and work for me?
You know, ma'am, maybe we'd be working toward the same end at that.
Maybe.
Where do I hang my hat, boss?
If Bladen wants anything more than his watch, I'll take care of him. Wagner, I think you'd better have a talk with Buckskin in the morning about the franchise.
All right.
When do we get our split on that payroll, Lee? I guess now's about as good a time as any.
I'll take that.
Who are you, mister?
The Durango kid.
Pecos gun shop. Listen, Durango. I run this town. Throw in with me and you'll be rich in no time.
Thanks. I'm particular who I put in with. Turn around. And don't make any sudden move.
On your horses!
Somebody just tossed this into my room.
The payroll.
Yeah.
Oh, Buckskin, just a minute. I was just about to call on you. I'd like to speak to you in private. It's a little matter of...
Oh, go right ahead, Wagner. You know I like things done out in the open. Besides, Bill's working for me now. You know Bill Bladen, Mr. Wagner?
How do you do? You know, Buckskin, I'm rather worried. I'm afraid you may lose the franchise on your stage line.
Well, I haven't lost it yet.
Unless matters improve quickly, you'll go bankrupt.
Well, maybe so, but I'm gonna keep right on fighting.
Now, I'm willing to help you out of your difficulties by buying the stage line. You know, Buckskin, the going's going to be mighty tough after that robbery of yesterday.
Oh, you mean the payroll. I got that back.
Oh, you got it back?
Yes, somebody dropped it into my lap last night.
You don't tell me. Well, I am glad to hear this. Have you any idea who returned it?
No, but he sure got my thanks.
Maybe the outlaws had a change of heart, Wagner.
Anything is possible. Well, don't forget, Buckskin. I'm willing to help you anytime I can.
Thanks. Wagner certainly is a real friend.
I'm not sure about that.
What do you mean?
He was so worried about that franchise, he seemed to forget that if he bought it, he'd lose it himself. If those holdups continue. Excuse me. Pardon me, Miss Paradise. There you are.
You're quite a gentleman. Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, do you know anyone who calls himself the Durango Kid?
Why?
He robbed Lee Kirby last night. Or was it Bill Bladen?
What makes you think that?
You could be trying to find evidence to clear your father.
Did Wagner send you to find that out?
No. That was my own bright little idea. I'd hate to see you get hurt.
Come on now, say ah. Say ah. Ain't nothing to laugh at. He's suffering from indigestion.
What kind of pill is that, Curly?
That's worm medicine.
You're gonna have a tough job making him take it.
Oh, you think so? Well, you see this?
Yeah?
All I gotta do is stick one in his mouth, put the pill in the other, and then blow. Now watch.
Woo. Woo, boy. What happened?
He blew first.
Well, we better hitch up that team. Strongbox ready? Ready and stowed.
I'm glad I'm not going along on this trip.
That's where you're wrong, Curly. You got a job to do, too.
Here they come.
Look at him run. Come on.
I'll bet that's the last we see of Curly and Jim.
Yeah.
They sure ran like scared rabbits. All right, let's go. Did they get the strong strong box, Bill?
Yeah, they got it.
I tried to catch up as soon as I heard the shooting like you
That's
told me.
all right,
but-
Curly. You and Jim get the stage and take it on through.
But,
Well, let's see what the haul is this time.
what was that?
That was the strong box those Jaspers got away with.
The strong box.
Yeah, Bill rigged it with blasting powder.
Those fellows can't do this to us. Come on, let's go get them.
Say, where's the real strong box?
Inside under the seat.
That Durango kid. Looks like he's trying to draw us away, but we'll fool him.
Better catch the stage now, not with that Jasper throwing lead at us.
We're going after him. Come on.
Look, Ringo, isn't that Bill Bladen?
Yeah, that's him, all right. Wonder what he's doing way out
I
here.
ain't waiting to ask you.
Hold it, you fool. He's got his eyes on us and his rifle is in his hands. Come on. Howdy, Bladen.
Howdy.
You're a long ways from town without a horse, aren't you?
Well, I had one, but he threw me. Hey, what happened? You look kind of messed up.
Never mind that. You seen anything of a masked rider all dressed in black?
All dressed in... Oh, yeah, he went tearing down the road.
Thanks. Come on, let's go, fellas.
Hey, wait a minute! How about giving me a ride back to town?
So you call yourselves gunmen, eh? Bladen made a pack of fools out of you.
It couldn't have been him.
I'm telling you it was. I saw him drive the stage out with Jim as gun guard. That loaded strongbox must have been his idea.
Well, we'd have gotten the cash anyway if it hadn't been for that Durango kid getting in our hair.
It's gonna be plenty tough running Buckskin out of business with him backing up her play.
Yeah.
You think so? Well, from now on, I'm handling things myself. We'll take care of the kid, all right. But we'll settle with Bladen first. Tomorrow morning.
Oh, hello, Paradise.
Listen, Bladen, get out of town and get out quick.
Is this your advice?
It's Kirby's.
Kirby. Well, you can tell him I'm not much of a hand at running. Besides, I kind of like it here.
It's your funeral, mister.
Paradise. I changed my mind.
You mean about getting out of town?
No, about delivering that message. I'll do it myself.
Wait a minute, Bill. I can tell him for you. There's no sense in taking silly chances.
And what do you think my chances are worth if I do run away?
They're waiting to kill you. Kirby told me to get you in front of the Crystal Palace and...
Why are you telling me all this?
Maybe I'm getting soft good looking. But you're a nice sort and well. There aren't very many in this town.
Thanks, Paradise.
Don't go, please.
Dad always told me never to wait for a showdown. Go out and force it.
Everything all set?
Yeah.
There he is.
Where's Paradise?
She must have led him on, then ducked to keep out of the way.
You better get off the street, stranger. Lead's gonna fly any minute.
Thanks.
Nice shooting, Bladen.
I'm glad you appreciate it, Kirby. Because I'm serving notice I like this town, and I'm not leaving until I'm ready. That clear?
Perfectly.
I'll bet them scallywags leave us alone now.
I hope so, but I've got my doubts.
Same here.
Oh, you boys leaving town?
Well, that all depends on you, Mrs. Bancroft.
You see, it's this way. We've seen some funny things happen up at the palace.
But we figured it was none of our business.
Watching Kirby trying to murder Bladen didn't set any too well on our stomachs.
Get up and quit.
As of right now. But we talked things over.
And decided to go to work for you.
If you'll have us.
Well, I sure could use some more men, but
We're not only musicians, ma'am.
We ride a horse pretty well, too.
And we use a gun if we have to.
All we ask is a chance.
What do you think, Bill?
I'm for it, Buckskin.
All right, boys, you're hired. Curly, you show the boys where to stow their gear.
Come on, boy.
Keep your shirts on, both of you. I know Bladen's tough, but so am I. Say, didn't Buckin tell you the other day that a friend of hers was sending a couple of men down from the mines?
Yeah, they should be here most any day now. Why?
I'll explain that later, but first of all, do you know where you can get a couple of men that aren't known around here?
Yeah. Tommy Richards and Luke Blaine. They're working with an outfit over in the San Saba now.
Good. Very good.
I know the best-hearted fella. He'd even give his oldest shirt away. The neighbors all know he's a kind-hearted fella. And here's what you hear them say. Oh, he holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood. He holds the lantern just as any good boy should. He's mighty handy and he's always standing by. When she's through chopping one load, he'll get her a new supply. And when she is exhausted, he's equal to the test. He lays right down beside her and helps his ma to rest. Oh, while she is axing, he is busily relaxing. He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood. He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood. He holds the lantern and he surely does it good. He's tender-hearted, when she chops he almost cries.
I can't stand seeing Mother work, so I just shut my eyes.
He's big and strong and healthy.
I weigh 250 net.
But moving those big muscles
is what I ain't done yet.
While she's perspiring, her dear son is most inspiring. He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood. chops the wood. He holds the lantern so the work turns out real good. You may not think it, but he's not afraid to toil, 'cause when the lantern's running low, he fills it up with oil. According to the neighbors, they say these are the facts. He buys his ma each Christmas a brand new shiny hatchet. He tries to save her every bit of extra labor. He holds the lantern while his mother, his poor, poor mother, chops, 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 chops the wood. Chop, chop.
All set.
Boys, you've come a long way to help me out, but I'll warn you again, this won't be a picnic. Tom, Luke, if you're going to quit, now's the time to do it.
We'll take our chances, Mrs. Bancroft.
After all, it's our gold you've been carrying.
Thanks. Good luck, Bill. I'm banking on you getting the shipment through. Otherwise, I'll probably lose the franchise this time.
Don't you worry, Buxton. We'll get it through.
All right, Luke, start rolling.
Hip.
They're taking the route through Skeleton Canyon.
All right, let's go.
Now remember, Curly, if anything happens, you stay with the wagon and keep it moving. Head for the pass. What are we stopping for? There's something funny about this setup. They didn't even try to go for the wagon. You mean they were trying to... We'll soon find out. What happened, Curly?
They got away with the gold, Bill.
Who got away with it?
Two masked outlaws and Tom and Luke.
Tom and Luke?
Yeah, they ain't miners. They're a couple of ringers. They opened fire on me just as them two outlaws come a-swooping down. And I'm telling you, I was lucky to get away with my hide.
Well, Kirby sure pulled the wool over our eyes this time.
Don't bet on that, Jim. This little game's not over yet. Come on.
We sure outwitted them this time.
How soon are we taking the gold to Crescent Junction?
Just as soon as the others get here. Shouldn't be long. Oh, and another thing. After we deliver this shipment, you and Luke better stay clear of Silver City. You're liable to be spotted. climb up and take a look. See anything?
No, must have been just a loose rock.
Here. Good.
You and the boys deliver where I told you to.
All right.
You can turn these two hombres over to the sheriff at Idaho Flats.
But, what about Ringo and Cherokee?
We're leaving them here so they can get loose.
Oh, let them loose. Let them loose?
Yeah. They're going to furnish the rope that I'm hoping will hang Kirby and Wagner. Better get busy, Curly.
All right, you two, on your horses.
Well, that's the story, Sheriff. They got away with the gold, and we were lucky to get away with the whole skin.
This is an outrage. Buckskin, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I suppose this means the end of the franchise.
I suppose so.
If there's anything that I can do...
There is, Wagner. You offered to buy the line the other day. Take it over now, and you'll be doing Buckskin a mighty good turn.
Well, when I made that offer, Buckskin, there was some hopes of salvaging the line. But now, well, you understand, don't you?
Yeah, I understand.
See you later.
Here they come now.
I won't be long.
When I came to, the gold wagon was gone, and so was Tom and Luke.
Are you sure it was them?
Sure, I'm sure. They come up behind Cherokee and me while we were sitting at the fire. Well, then before I knew it, I was out like a light.
Are you trying to double-cross me?
Have you gone crazy? I don't know what you're talking about.
The gold, where is it?
Well, how should I know?
You hired Tom and Luke. They wouldn't dare pull a job like this unless you framed it up.
But I didn't. I don't know any more about this than you do.
Listen, Wagner. No one ever double-crossed me and lived to tell about it. I'm giving you just 24 hours to get that gold back.
But
You know, Ringo, I think we ought to...
What's the matter?
I thought I heard someone out here. I must be hearing things.
You nearly frightened the wits out of me, Bladen. What do you mean by sneaking in here like a thief? What do you want?
I want to talk with you.
I'm sorry, but I haven't any time to discuss anything with you right now. I'm in a hurry.
So I see. Afraid Kirby will kill you if you don't get that gold back?
What gold? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. I heard your little talk with Ringo and Kirby a little while ago. I know you haven't got the gold, because Kirby's got it. He and Ringo are pulling a fast one on you, Wagner.
So that's their little game, is it? Bladen, I'll make a deal with you.
What kind of a deal?
You don't care anything about Buckskin Liz, do you? But you do about your father.
Go on.
Just forget about the gold. Let me deal with these double-crossers my own way, and I'll clear your father's name.
How?
Here. I'll show you. I've got proof in here that will help clear him.
That's what I've been fishing for. We're going to have a visit with the sheriff.
No, wait a minute. Kirby forced me this.
You can tell that to the sheriff. Let's go.
No! Kirby will have me killed. Don't let the sheriff arrest me here. Take me someplace else. I'll confess. I'll turn state's evidence. I'll tell everything I know about Kirby. I'll tell him and I'll... Well, I certainly am glad to see you. You came just in time.
Yeah, just in time for me to hear you selling me out.
Oh, I was just stalling for time. You don't think I'd do a thing like that, do you?
Yes, I do.
Who did it?
Bladen. Here's his gun.
You should have taken my advice and got out of town when I told you.
I don't think so.
What are you looking for, sympathy? Well, big boy, I'll admit I went soft over you. But I've gotten over that. I know on what side my bread is buttered. Well, pleasant dreams. Good night, Sheriff.
Good night. Oh, Sheriff.
What is it, Blake?
Mind stepping over here a minute? Keep your hand away from that gun. Get the keys. Step over here. Turn around. Now, open up. Sheriff, all my life I've believed in law and order. And because of that, here.
I don't get your play, Bladen.
You will in a minute. I took this letter off from Wagner just before he was shot. I thought he was the man I was after, but... Well, here, read it.
Why, this proves Kirby really framed your father.
Exactly.
Wagner was only a tool.
Just like I was telling you, Sheriff. Kirby killed Wagner, not me.
I'd like to believe that, but I can't disregard the evidence against you.
Sheriff, you turn me loose for 24 hours. And if I don't prove by then that Kirby killed Wagner, you have my word for it. I'll come back and stand trial.
Anybody who gives up a chance to escape like you just did deserves to be trusted.
I knew you'd see it that way, Sheriff.
Here's your gun. I'm putting you on parole.
You have to help me, Sheriff. Make things look good.
I've gone this far, I might just well go the rest of the way. Good luck, Bladen.
Thanks.
I sure wish I knew where them two Jaspers took that gold.
Somebody slipped that blade in the gun and got away.
This jailbreak cinches Bladen's guilt. Puts the finishing touches on our frame-up.
Yeah, but it leaves him free to come gunning after us.
Put some boys on guard all around town. Tell them to shoot on sight.
Okay.
I'm getting tired of perching up here. That Bladen ain't never gonna show up.
Looking for me? Turn around. I'm giving you and the rest of Kirby's gunmen until 8 o'clock to get out of town. Start moving.
I'm telling you, that armory means business.
Go on, beat it if you're scared. I'd like to see him run me out of town.
It's a Durango kid.
What's all the excitement about?
Bladen wanted us to get out of town by 8 o'clock. Now the Durango Kid is taking hand. I'm backing Bladen's play. Remember, 8 o'clock. Time is running out. The Durango Kid.
You boys have got nothing to worry about. They're just bluffing.
Maybe so, but we ain't sticking around to find out. Bladen's plenty tough by himself. But that Durango kid, we don't want any part of him. There we go.
Well, this is a fine how do you do. 5 tough hombres like them, scared out of their wits.
I don't like this, Lee. Them Jaspers ain't bluffing.
Shut up.
Kirby and Ringo. The Durango Kid and I are coming in after you by 8 tonight. Bladen.
This doesn't look so good. With them working together, I'm worried. We'd better...
Quiet. Cherokee.
Yeah?
Clear the place and post some men out in front.
What time is it now, Lee?
3 o'clock.
I'd sure like to know when they're going to show up.
Don't forget, 8 o'clock. What happened?
It's that Durango Kid. I just got a flash hit. Then the roof fell in on me. I'm leaving while I'm still in one piece.
What's your hurry, Cherokee?
I'm leaving town.
You don't have to. I've got a nice, safe place for you. In jail. Come on.
I'm afraid, Lee. I can't stand this waiting.
Stop it, will you? What's the matter with everybody?
For all the sinning he's done, he will be repaid. For all the sinning he's done, he will be repaid. We're gonna hang him by his neck until we're sure he's dead. For all the sinning he's done, he will be repaid.
Stop that noise and get out of here.
Take it easy, Kirby. They're doing no harm.
That's a fine way for you to talk. Allowing those idiots to disturb the peace. And Bladen running around loose.
There's nothing to stop you from trying to corral him.
We'll hang old Leland Kirby on a sturdy oak. We'll stretch and stretch and stretch his neck until we're sure it's broke. We'll hang old Leland Kirby on a sturdy oak.
What time is it now, Lee?
I told you to stop asking me that every 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. It's just that I'm so worried about you.
Drop that gun. Turn around. Keep your mouth shut and step in that alley.
Listen, Ringo. Me and Bladen were going after you as well as Kirby. But we found out you had nothing to do with the framing of Bladen's father.
I didn't. I swear I didn't.
Wagner didn't pull that double cross with the gold. It was Kirby.
Kirby?
Yes, and he's planning to double cross you, too.
He is, huh? Ah, what makes you think so?
If you don't believe me, why don't you find out for yourself?
I will. Right now, if you'll give me the chance.
You've got it.
Why, Ringo, I thought you were Bladen.
No, you didn't, you dirty double-crosser. You tried to get rid of me just like you did Wagner.
It's 8 o'clock, Kirby.
Bladen, I'm not wearing a gun. You can't shoot me in cold blood.
I don't intend to. I'm going to give you a chance you never gave my father. A chance for a fair trial. We're going to the sheriff. Move on.
Goodbye, Buckskin.
So long, Paradise, and good luck.
Thanks, Paradise. Thanks for your help.
I was glad to help, Bill. Gave me a chance to make up for some of the things I did for Kirby.
Take good care of it, Jim.
Just leave things to me.
Well, goodbye, Buckskin.
You're not leaving too, are you?
I'm afraid so. I just got word this morning Dan Cass, the train robber's on the loose again. So I guess it means more work for Durango.
Well, be careful, Bill, and good luck.
Thanks, Buckskin.
Old Pinto is dreaming of roundup time. Yippee, longing for his cowboy pal.
Does he know that his master is riding for the boss high, using the clouds for a prairie, shooting coyotes from the sky.
But someday old Pinto and he will meet once again.